So this stuff on the previous two pages or videos was to get us to this kind of continuously compounded interest. The key word here is continuously compounded interest. It means you're compounding it all the time, not just once a month or once a day or once a second. It's kind of an abstract idea. It's just really just this asymptote that I was talking about on the previous page. So the formula is A equals PER to the RT. I remember this is kind of I is pretty. That helps. I is pretty. A equals P e to the RT. So RT is in the power. Don't get confused. On the previous formula, we had NT as the power. NT. Here it's RT. So your rate of interest is actually in the exponent. And in the text, they show why that happens. I don't know that that's all that enlightening, other than just to remind you that it does. So you might want to look at that. I just didn't want to go through that derivation. I think it just clouds the issues a bit too much when you're, if this is fairly new to you. So compounded interest. So how would you know that it's continuously compounded interest? Well, when they give you the interest rate, they'll say the interest rate is 3.1% compounded continuously. They have to have that continuously. Or they'll say 3.15 continuously compounded annual interest, something like that. It has to have the word continuous in it to use this formula. The other way you know to use this formula is it won't give you n. It won't give you a value for n at all. It won't say compounded each month. It'll say compounded continuously. So the derivation of this formula is in the text or in the Learn section on Hawks. So you might want to read through that just to convince yourself that it actually works. So for example, I'm going to use the same example. You invest $1,000 at 3.1% annual interest compounded continuously. What is the investment worth after 7 years? Right? So this is, I actually computed this to find my maximum before. And that's what it'll give you. A equals 1,000 times E raised to the power of 0.031 times 7. So the interest rate is now in the exponent. Okay, and the base is E. And you get $1,242.34, which is what I had on the previous page, is the maximum you could possibly get, compounding more and more and more frequently. So that's kind of what that means. Compounding continuously is kind of what it means. And that's it for that section. So some applications using exponential functions. Yay!